Trade Genius.
What's going on, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. I wanted to go over a crypto related stock. I know we don't cover stocks so much on my side of the channel. Bob usually takes care of that. But I wanted you guys to be aware of a stock. It's called Silvergate Capital Corporation. They just started trading back on the 7th of November. If you go into TradingView, this chart will look a little weird because they had a previous symbol from another stock, SI, that you'll see it was trading at over $100, and then it drops down to the current value of Silvergate stock. So just know when you bring the chart up in TradingView that it only starts from November 7th. Disregard the price action previous to that. So it's a new stock, and I know there's not a lot of data here to go off of, but I think it's an interesting play if you have stock accounts or you have exposure to stocks and stock portfolios. You might want to think about adding this in to your portfolio, and the reason being is because it's serving a real niche. It's a crypto bank, and I'll get into the details here, but there isn't really another bank quite like it. They're not a new bank. They've been around a while, but they've started to, in 2013, shift their focus over to serving crypto clientele. And I think that if you're accustomed to the crypto risk, as far as this is a new asset class and also the upside potential to it, this might fit into your risk profile on the stock side of things. So basically what they are is a crypto bank, and it's a bank that caters to the cryptocurrency industry. So there's some details in here that are interesting. I'd like to go over them with you guys. So it's, as I said, it's not a new institution. This thing was founded in 1988, but in 2013, the company refocused its mission to serve the cryptocurrency industry. Now it's aligned with big names like Genesis, Kinetic, Bitstamp, Paxos, Coinbase, Circle, Kraken, and Gemini. Okay, so they've got some big clientele. On their information says they have 655 clients, 468 are institutional investors. Among the new crypto clients assigned in Q4 were 2 exchanges, 24 investors, and 33 firms in a miscellaneous category that includes blockchain protocol developers, miners, and service providers. As of Q1, Silvergate boasted $1.5 billion in deposits, and this was largely driven by Silvergate's SEN network, which is the Silvergate Exchange Network, an internal ecosystem for its cryptocurrency clients. The SEN is an inter-institutional payment system, enables 24/7 movement of fiat across cryptocurrency exchanges and high-speed transactions, which allows its customers to avoid price fluctuations. I thought that's pretty interesting. They have their own payment network, runs 24/7, which is, institutional banks have their own payment networks too, right? But they don't run 24/7. So they fired up their own because the cryptocurrency market does run 24/7. So I thought this was pretty ingenious that they have this and that it's being utilized. The company has signed up 77% of its eligible digital customers to SEN. They've seized the opportunity to work with an underserved market. Kraken, who banked with Bank of America and JP Morgan Chase, their payroll accounts were abruptly closed. Silvergate now counts Kraken as a customer. So I also find that interesting because sometimes you'll hear about credit card processors not honoring payments toward crypto-related services, or people trying to get their, they might try to fund an exchange account with a debit card and they can't do it because their bank is no longer servicing those crypto-related accounts. So that goes on in the legacy banking industry, and Silvergate's poised to pick up the slack there on those opportunities. Now, Silvergate staff, they take quarterly visits to the exchange offices that they serve, that are their clients, make sure that they have the most up-to-date monitoring tools across the blockchain-based assets, in addition to daily monitoring and routine communications. So they're pretty meticulous in how they manage these clients, and they have to be because, cryptos are high risk, right? It's a new market, very volatile. And that takes us to the obvious risks. So there's a lot of upside here, obviously. They're doing the right things. They have a niche, and there's really not a lot of competition for being a crypto-specific bank. But that being said, I think it's important to go over the risks. So risks that the digital currency industry may not gain widespread adoption, that legal and regulatory uncertainty regarding the regulation of digital currencies and digital currency activities may inhibit the growth of the digital currency industry, that our low-cost funding strategy may not be sustainable, that our deposits may be adversely affected by price volatility, Okay, so these are legitimate things that you need to balance out with the upsides that this stock has, okay? And that affects all crypto, alts, whatever you're into. I mean, it's part of the game. The bank has seen crypto clientele deposits decline by 123 million in the fourth quarter. These clients are also risky because of their source of revenues, but also because they own 13.1% of the bank's stock. Silvergate's 10 largest clients had $843.6 million of deposits at the bank, roughly 47.3% of the total, and 9 of them are crypto businesses. 37 cryptocurrency exchanges using Silvergate account for 34.7% of its total deposits. So basically, there's a lot of eggs in one basket, and if the basket, something happens to the basket, that's going to affect it greatly, right? So, but again, if you're into cryptos, you're already knowing that the risk profile for this is a lot different than other assets or commodities. So kind of goes along with that. But I think as far as this risk profile, crypto risk profile, this is a very interesting play, and I like it. And I think it has a lot of upside from here. If you look at some of the blockchain stocks like Riot and things like that in the past, they've gone up huge amounts of, just like some of these altcoins. And I think that this has that exposure, that type of potential, and you can get that exposure with those big explosive, like triple digit percentage gains in your stock account, stock portfolio. All right, guys, well, that's it for this video. Again, SI is the symbol, Silvergate Capital Corporation. Newly listed. I think it's probably a good risk reward here for a longer term hold. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Please hit like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.
Trade Genius.